Brown wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. Give to the back. Turning it on. Got the 1st down and more. Wide open spaces. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cougars.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. First play of the drive comes from the the 22. Quick release on the RPO. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Looking to fire. Hauls it in. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Brown wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Irvin. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
There was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
Off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And to open the 2nd quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. And that is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He makes the grab. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Complete. The Cougars will keep this drive going.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hagan. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are trending, and they have a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hagan. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
On the run, it's Martin. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
We've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, but they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, BYU!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Orlando a ton of confidence. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for room. It's Irvin. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Brown will throw it. Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The pull and throw off the RPO. At the 35, he's got room. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Cardinal might go right back to that ground game after the huge run. Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a first and goal. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Under fire. Touchdown, Cardinal. Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And he tacks on the extra point. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. He's taking the shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bachmeier. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. And the Cougars want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. have to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun, running back gets to give. There he goes! Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
A first down run on the doorstep. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's third and goal and third and long. The offense changing the play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Touchdown, BYU! And that one will give him the lead. Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now.
He'll start this drive firing. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. A
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Here comes the heat. Dances away. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
He'll field it close to the 50. And there he goes. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Pocket breaking down. Uncorks one to the middle. To the end zone, and is picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well.
That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return. The bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
I mean, what a great route by the wide receiver. You talk about leaving everybody in the dust. I mean, he left everybody behind him, runs the corner route, and to be honest, I mean, there is nobody stopping him.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move, it's Irvin. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
BYU 21, Stanford 14.
go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Brown wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. He might want another play. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This time it's complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for to score.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Brown will throw it, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Snags it! Touchdown, Cardinal! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This offense punctuates another drive, and how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together, they're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down, they kept chopping wood, they found a rhythm, and in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When you're going to run a comeback right, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Hagan.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's got an open man. Lots of running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougar!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The RPO is complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Brown wants to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Wants to fire on second down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. Going right and going deep.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Shoots it to the left. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires left. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Brown will throw it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Late in the game, fourth quarter, who's going to step up? Just a few seconds ago, it was the offense coming up with a big play offensively, but how about the defense answering with a sack of their own?
Caught over the middle. It's Irvin. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
Good enough for first down.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Snap it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And it's good. He got it. He missed earlier, but connects when it mattered the most. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly...